Welcome to Dispatch Training Center, and today we're gonna share some cool clips from our practice with our students. Of course, we just finished our April class of 2024. Market is tough. Market is not easy. Trucking is going through very big time recession, and dispatchers have to step up with their game. They need to have knowledge. They need to have logical thinking. And that's why we are still #1 training in the USA to make sure that you're going to become a pro dispatcher. Sign up for our June class or upcoming classes, and we're going to change trucking for better together. Knowledge is your key to success.
I'll tell them that the driver is taking a shower, pilot.
Okay, so in this case, what does Ibrahim needs to have? He can say that, but in this case, what is Ibrahim should have? At least CDL for another friend of his to show here, he is there, but he is at shower now because it's his time, yes? Do we do that?
Yes.
We do that, right? Okay. So, moment
Do
of...
I get stars for that?
Huh? Yeah, you get
Can I
star
get
for
a
the
star?
scam. Yeah, you can get the star for scam in the industry, yeah. But, okay, so let's talk seriously. Let's start with Ibrahim. Ibrahim, why do you want to be a dispatcher?
Yeah, so I want to be a dispatcher because I like to work from home and I travel a lot. So I want to be able to work while I'm traveling.
Okay, how long you've been a driver for?
3 years,
3 years. What kind of equipment?
Sprinter van.
Okay, Sprinter van. So 3 years in the industry. Why do you need a class? Don't you know everything?
I wanted to have more knowledge.
Okay, so from beginning of the class till today, do you think that you learn more stuff about the industry? Do you see how it goes? Do you see logical thinking behind all this? Do you see market challenges?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you personally have to improve to become that pro dispatcher? After today phone calls, after all the classes, what's still there that you have to work on?
Communication.
Communication. What else?
The commodities by region.
Okay, so probably go
Understand
back.
that. Understand the market.
Yeah, so commodity seasonal changes. So you see how it's easier when you know that. So come back to that. Probably, of course, you were in a truck today, so it was hard for you. So now you understand importance of what? Of having 2 screens, right? Of having all the apps in front of you, making sure that you memorize some things, right? So faster multitasking, which is possible. It comes with the more you do it, the faster you're gonna get. So your logical thinking is there. I mean, yeah, I can see that you have experience with terminology, with everything else. Well, market challenges. What are we learning from this? What is so crucial for dispatchers nowadays? What do they need to know for fact? What do you think? Do they need maybe pre-book? Do they need to utilize load boards for other brokers? That's what we've been seeing today, right? Building that relationship, right? Because we cannot depend on what? We cannot depend on just DAT1 or truck stop or 1, 2, 3 load boards, right? So we need to start building this as a business, right? Confidence. Is that important to have confidence when you talk?
Yes.
Right? Prepare your ETA, know what you're gonna have to do with him when you deliver there, right? Hours of service, be realistic, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So overall, would you recommend my training?
100%.
Huh?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Are you sure?
Yes.
Bro, since I was
100%.
giving you stars from 10 stars, how many stars do you give me?
10.
10. Okay. He's like, she's recording me. I'd better give her a 10 star. Well, thank you so much. We all had fun today. You have a lot of things to catch up, review, redo, multitasking. You have knowledge. You just have to start applying and catching up with some stuff. But good job. Congratulations. And hopefully we're going to see a review, honest review today, right? On our Google, on our website, because I do deserve that. Yes, but
Exactly. Yeah.
you were a good student. You were in a class, even though you were driving, even today was practice. So that's dedication, right? That's
Yes.
putting effort, and that's what it takes to become a pro dispatcher. You need to study, you need to find the time, you need to invest in your knowledge. So thank you so much for choosing us.
Thank you.
Let's go to our Mr. Tomasi. Mr. Tomasi, why dispatch and why me? And what do you need to learn after this practice?
Well, the reason why dispatching, because I had to pivot from real estate to somewhere. And also I wanted to pivot into some industry that is more stable and can produce good results with the hard work. And once I started doing some research, I actually found out that it's not that easy. And without a superstar or somebody who's an expert, not just in the industry, but also has an ability to teach it, through my research, led me to you. I found a lot of a lot of YouTube videos. That's what got me going. More I saw, the more convinced I get that you need to be my teacher. Because unfortunately, before I found you, I found somebody else. And I went through their course, and it was crush and burn and disaster compared to the quality of the information that you provide in your course. I found it tremendously overwhelming with the quality and this flow of information, and every single word being so important and related to a live what's going on behind the curtains. And nobody does this. And this is the most important in becoming a dispatcher, especially for somebody who never even been introduced to this industry. So that's kind of a point number one. Point number two, I signed up for the electric Tesla semi-truck and I put the deposit. And then I realized that I didn't know anything about the industry. So obviously dispatching was the first one to master, to become a professional dispatcher as soon as possible before the truck comes, because I'm still waiting in line for it.
Okay.
So that's my kind of a goal in my path, and I'm glad that I found you and got this information that I still trying to observe.
So today you were under the pressure, plus all training. I was pushing you because I know who I can push, who is not gonna cry, and you were not crying.
Right,
You
I
were
love
coming
it.
back. You were learning. So very proud of you. So after today, did this little class, little practice, did it help you to see the reality? What has to be mastered? How fast? Like how you have to settle, and what do you have to go back and kind of improve?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So practice makes it perfect for me. So for me, it's going to be practice, practice, practice until I'm so fluent that it's a muscle memory, which buttons to click, because everything is happening so dynamic and so fast. You have to be up, I would say, 10 more levels than where I am right now to even get close to you. So, but this is the level that is required to operate on in this industry. And that's what the professional dispatcher is. Not only that, but not to waste time. And that other professionals on the other side, brokers, they sense it immediately. As soon as you open your mouth, within first 3 sentences, they already know who you are and how much experience you
And
have.
that's why we have to stick to what? We have to stick to those steps: preparation, map, transit, know what you're talking about, double checking. So when you call, you can kill them with confidence, even in this market, right? So that's just have to be faster. And as you said, practice gonna make it better. It was under the pressure today, but at least you understand why I am talking that fast, why I am pushy. Once sometimes I interrupt him because I don't need this nonsense. Or a lot of times, why are we wasting time? Because we don't look at the comments right there, because we did not find this load, right? So then you sit 20 minutes here. Did you see how many times they did not answer a phone call today? So picture, you sit on a hold 20 minutes. Finally, that load doesn't make sense. 20 minutes later, another hold. Well, half day is gone. You have 5 trucks, which did not move. Why? Because you did not learn how to cut the nonsense out and how to research. And that's what I'm telling you. Besides load board, pay attention. And some of those loads do not make sense anyway. So skip it. Visually, you need to learn how to skip this. The faster you cut the BS out, the faster you can find 3 loads, which you need to use your negotiation validation to book it and pre-book it, right? And again, looking where you're gonna take him after that, right? Like Ibrahim said, if I am in Miami and I only have 20 hours, well, I'd better end up where? In Ohio. I'd better end up in Indianapolis. I'd better even end up maybe in Missouri. Don't take me to North. Don't take me to West Virginia, Frankie, right? Because that's where I'm gonna have reload, right? So learning all of that is gonna help you. But yes, I do believe I'm giving you strong foundation, enough to reread for the next few months. Go back, reread, and polish. And unfortunately, I wish everybody would put all this information so you don't have to come back to me, right? So the original class would actually teach you. But you're not the first one. The statistics from my classes, 65% of the students I get, they already took at least 2 classes and they finally get to me. And this is not fair for students, but unfortunately, that's what it is, which makes me push you more, right? And be more direct, because finally, I want you to get the principles of logistics and how to be a pro. Yes? So don't take it personally. Thank you so much for dealing with my pushing us do the classes. It's because I love you and I want you to succeed, not because I was picking on you. Plus, we come from the same background, so I could pick on you. without you
Actually, appreciate it.
without you crying, right? I can push on Abraham. Frankie, well, I don't know. Frankie, are you gonna cry after my review today of your performance? Let's see it. Hopefully not. So
Nah,
Frankie, why me and why dispatch?
well, first off, dispatching, I know a couple people that do, well, actually a few people that do trucking, and I've always been interested in this part of it, the dispatching part of it. And then for your training, I actually did a training too, and I feel like it was there wasn't no live, there wasn't no actual person, it was a pre-recording, so I couldn't ask questions. It was kind of like a rerun. This is different right here. You have to pay attention because you're live. Abraham is live. Everybody else is live, and it's on. It's going like in real life. So I feel like I'm able to learn like this. So this is my second training, but the first one was nothing like this one. And in reality, you are under pressure. Maybe if you weren't here, it would have been me, pressure, and not knowing where to go while I'm on this DAT board. But now I have you and at least guidance and understanding and all the knowledge. Now I just have to practice that to master it and become better at that. Like Mr. Tomazi said, just like a muscle, like I can naturally do things. And there's a lot of things that I can do that are natural, but things that I don't know, I can't do it naturally yet.
Yes, but again, you did not really have the setting, because remember, guys, you're gonna know your carrier, so you will know who he is, his equipment, right? So it was challenging today for you. Then you're gonna have your setup. You were on the laptop today, so it wasn't easy. Plus, yes, I was pushing you to show you. Plus, we were talking about posting 1 truck or 2. So can you picture that pressure? 5, 6 trucks, and the real driver like Ibrahim sitting and saying, Frankie, come on, right? So that's why today it was preview. I want you to not to start advertising tomorrow, day after. I want you to take a month, go review, start practice, start making all of this so fast, even with the Google Maps, right? Right, Frankie? Or whatever you're gonna choose. If you're gonna choose PC Miler, you need to practice. even knowing the abbreviation of the states, faster, and kind of go and start searching all this. And then you're gonna start sounding confident, and then you're gonna know, and then that's how you're gonna become better and better and better. And like you said, at some point, I don't even have to look because you're gonna start learning the distances. Again, my advice to you, buy those maps, start kind of looking. How long does it take from how many miles, let's say, Chicago to Miami? Well, 14, 20. How many miles from Chicago to Los Angeles? Well, approximately 21. How many miles to Seattle? 21. How much to New Jersey? 820. How much to Boston? 1,000. How much to Memphis? 500. So you, when they throw that number, you approximately know the distance and you deduct and you know approximately rate per mile. So you can cut that nonsense going to South Carolina for $2 in that area automatically. But this goes back to what? Understanding the distance, understanding where do we have production, where do we have people living, right? Even density of population. Why? Because somewhere in Wyoming, do we want to go there? What are we going to pick up there? There is no people living. That means there is no factories, there is no production, there is no distribution center. So we pass through Wyoming, right? And yes, Wyoming can be read on that market conditions, as I said, right? 5 loads and 1 truck. Well, that's not the red we are looking for, right? We are looking for the area where we have 200 loads, 2,000 loads and maybe 500 trucks, right? That's a red we are looking for. So the reality of numbers and the reality of markets. And that's why we do those tools. Quick rate search, go to the North California, coming back. Which load are we gonna push, right? Chicago to Dallas. Are we pushing Chicago to Dallas or Dallas to Chicago? Well, you should know we're pushing Chicago to Dallas because Dallas is not gonna pay, right? So all of these things you have to practice and put inside of your logical brain to be a pro dispatcher. Yes? But Frankie, you're a little bit younger generation. You took already 1 class. Would you recommend this kind of settings with a live class, with a homeworks, with me kind of going after you and little being pushy as a teacher? Do you think it's helps people, or should I just pre-record classes and be like everybody else?
No, for 2 reasons. One, because that helps every student, it's like every class. So it helps someone being there. If you have a question, a real live event, if I'm about to click in the wrong place, you're here to say that's not what you're supposed to do. If all the questions, the pop-up questions, it sharpens your tool, like in real life. In real life, I'm about to click something, my mind says, what? Where do I go? But now it's not reality telling me, it's you telling me, where do you go now? How much is it going to pay? Did you check the rates? And it's sharpens, your tool. So for that one, it's a lot better if someone's here. Number two, with a teacher here. Number two, it stands out from any other training. There is no, I didn't find any other training either, live or with the actual trainer
But
there.
do you think that extra homeworks, quizzes do help you kind of to go over all those extensive PDFs I sent that you have to go back?
Yeah, because it consists of training, and the importance of it consists of training. So once again, just sharpening and sharpening, training and training. You have to. Now somebody's giving it to you. I've done training myself, but I just felt like it was all over the place. Like, wait, which one goes first? Wait, which? Like, I just always felt kind of lost. And I hear you have some type of guidance, so I'll definitely recommend that. So in both ways.
Okay, sound good. Thank you guys for 5-star reviews. Well, some of you
10
got
stars.
stars, some of you get better, but I know I have given you enough foundation to be a pro dispatchers. You need to actually belong to follow logistics, right? Official website, follow all those load boards. They do have great articles. You have to be active because it's changing all the time. You have to actually go and look a little bit deeper, looking into economics, look into supply and demand, look even into reading some maybe books or listening, right? Ibrahim is driving, he can actually start listening to book how to make better sales communication, right? Has nothing to do with what? With dispatch, but all of that in the end helps you out, because what are we? We are salespeople. We have to sell. There's a lot of rules on how to sell, how to talk to your future customers, right? Clients, how to get to them with knowledge, with confidence. Try to give them something for free. And the owner operators, they have not enough time or resources to actually understand importance of the safety. Or maybe when they open the MC now, the reality, you have to be in business 6 months, 9 months to even go to other. Do they have to understand this before they invest into MC in that new truck for 200,000? Yes. So if you tell them that, they're gonna like, wow, Frankie seems like he care about me surviving. Maybe I will give him a chance, right? Because he has knowledge. So the more knowledge you have, the better job you're gonna do. And that's what makes a difference between just a dispatcher, the expert dispatcher, and the pro dispatcher. Yes? Yes. And here you can see. So look, on the screen, you don't have to go to tools. See the spot rate? It tells you that everybody else pays $23.54. So they're kind of paying whatever everybody else pays, right? So approximately $2.45 per mile. We need to be at least at $2.60 to go to East Coast. Plus, remember the deadhead. So let's see what times I'm picking up, and let's see, can you get 2,800? Okay, so click on the details. How far are you? How far are you from Kenosha?
From Kenosha.
Click on details. Details,
Yes.
not options, details. Go down, down, down. No, down, down. Right there. You missed details. See? In the blue.
Yeah.
Guys, start working with Google Maps.
Yeah.
Okay. Details.
it's
So you have
8
hour
miles.
90, you have hour 19 minutes if you are driving your luxury car, your truck. So add at least 45 minutes. So you need 2 hours to get there. So from 12 o'clock, the driver, so you can pick up realistically at 2 p.m. Do you need to remember this when you call?
Yes.
Okay, so let's make that phone call. I need for this load at least 2,900, has to pick up after 2, has to deliver when? Which day? It's better be Wednesday morning. Okay, let's do it.
Calling ATS Logistics and
Hey,
Airway Transportation.
you need to.
Your call may be recorded for training purposes. Equipped with in, app, rate negotiation and document scanning, our new mobile app, ATS Freight Match, offers trucking companies and drivers a simple and effective way to book more freight and earn more money faster. Download the new ATS Freight Match app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today. Equipped with in, app, rate negotiation and document scanning, our new mobile app, ATS Freight Match, offers trucking companies and drivers a simple and effective way to book more freight and earn. I don't have that load here anymore, sir. What load board are you seeing that posted on?
DAT.
DAT?
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, that got taken off here much sooner. That was like 3 hours ago. So I don't know where that would be shown on DAT.
Gotcha.
Covered a while ago here, sir.
Do you have anything coming out of or near that area right now?
The only thing I got coming out of Wisconsin right now is in Menasha, Wisconsin, going to Akron, Indiana. Otherwise, that would be it.
I'm sorry, it was where? Apron?
Menasha, Wisconsin to Akron, Indiana. Yep.
Okay.
No, it's out of the way a little bit.
So,
Yeah, it's a shorter run.
moment.
All right, got you. Take that.
On the training one, and she was nice enough to talk to you about the other load. You asked good questions, so that was a good point. You asked what else is there, but let me tell you this. Her load was in Kenosha. Where was your truck? So why you were asking her for the load in Kenosha? Well, you should have asked her, well, my truck is available in Elgin, Illinois. You were calling about Kenosha, right?
Right.
That's why she gave you Wisconsin. But probably if you told her that it's Elgin, Illinois, she would probably have more choices in Chicago. So
Got
who
it.
is cocky now? Who is sassy? Okay, look at this, guys. So while you were listening to that advertisement, did any of you went and start researching? Well, they said in their advertisement, that's what they call. So I just sent you the link to this, right? So in the future, look, you can become a carrier adds freight match. So let's see. If you're gonna have request a what? Request login. So let's say I'm gonna put this guy and I'm going to put DOT number. What is his DOT number? Permission role. Who are you? Administrator. In this case, if you're gonna be dispatcher, so whose name? Well, company, who they have, right? And cell phone of who? Of owner of the company. What did we request now? We request log into their load board, right? Because they said, if you want to do it faster, how long Mr. Tomazzi had to sit in the wait? Too long, right? So if you're gonna have access and you see ATS, well, you're gonna go log in on their load board and see that load still exists, or at least see the details, right? So that's in the end of every day. You guys have to realize we cannot just depend on DAT1 or truck stop or anything. We need to get access because why? It's gonna be faster and it's gonna be more efficient, especially in this market. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Who is calling next?
Yes.
Who is calling next?
Okay, so the zip code for pickup is gonna be, my computer's just running a little slow. Spring, Texas, come on. Miami, picking in Miami is gonna be 33187. Picking up on 216th Street, it'll be 20,000 pounds of plants, trees, and shrubs. The reefer will be ran at 75 degrees cycling. It's gonna be 3 picks, 3 drops, and she's looking to be at 3,100, and it's gonna be 1353 on the mile.
Oh, you should have.
It'll be
You should have started from that. 3 picks, 3 drops. We do not do that. We just do 1 and 1. Sorry.
okay. No worries.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, what is she doing? She's wasting my time. Oh, I'm calling about the load. Right off, just from Miami, go to Texas. And then, well, she wants 3 picks, 3 drops, 3,100 on 1,300 miles. Well, we're going to be picking up all day. What are we talking about? Nursery loads, right? She said some shrubs. Well, definitely going to be what? Dirty trailer. Definitely probably going to be driver assist. We probably could have talked to her so you can see reality of this, but no, we're not wasting time today, and this is nonsense from beginning. Yes? Yes.
Fortunately, we don't meet this customer's minimum volume requirements. The system will not let me book you on the load. Nothing I can do. I appreciate the call. Thanks.
Appreciate you.
So what did he tell you? Did you understand?
He said, unfortunately, he can't book the load with us.
Due to what?
Volume.
Volume.
Due to volume. So I just log in. That's why I was listening to that load board. So do you see? You can log in and look at this right away. And here's the details. So at least we know that it's first come, first serve from 8 till 3. And it's delivering on the 1st from 8 to 3. We know that it's 15,000 on the way. But why you were not able to book with that guy? Because they do not book enough with C.H. Robinson. So C.H. Robinson has some loads, which if you book with them, you are able to book, right? So they want you to be preferred carrier advantage, right? In that case, so I log in to other carriers. So he would be able to do this. But why did I want to log in? Because at least I wanted to see the hours, appointments, and look, they are only selling it for what? 1,400, right? Average was what? 19, and we need to do this at 21. Do you really think we can push them? Well, let's make an offer. Let's make an offer, and let's put our 2,100. So you can do that as well. Submit offer, and let's see what's gonna happen. Your offer could not be considered. We don't have necessary qualification. Why? Most of my carriers now do not really book and load with C.H. Robinson. Who can answer this? Because their rate sucks. We cannot book those loads anymore. We cannot be a charity. So we used to work with C.H. Robinson. Actually, in the morning today, I'm going to send you this article. I'll just send you the link. Actually, it was article about C.H. Robinson and why in the last 2 years, they are going down their market because they are also on the stock market, and their stock goes down. And Mr. Gomez is booking the load. Look at him. He's so serious.
I can make a phone call unless anybody else is ready.
Wow, look at that confidence, Mr. Tomasi. Let's do it. Okay. Let's do one phone call, and then we're gonna concentrate. We're gonna post rocks in the different areas. We're gonna post reefer. So, Mr. Gomez, what's going on?
I got a call, but the broker wasn't approved by my factoring.
Who is your factoring?
OTR,
OTR. So they are not. Who is the broker?
PCT.
Let me check.
Logistics.
PCT.
Yeah, 125 MC 125 4211
Oh, you have MC. Okay. What is it?
125 4211.
I'm just curious on RTS and if they're gonna be approved. No, not black. Look at this. So, did Mr. Gomez did a good job? See, look, no payment. So they used to be B. Look at this. They used to be B. But you cannot book anything because in the last 6 months, they had no activity whatsoever. And they only had before 61 invoices. So RTS tells you, cannot book until you get approval because something's going wrong. The brokerage cannot not to have invoice for 6 months. That means that's or they have no customers, so they're going through the hard time or whatever. So that's why they put this. But let me ask you this, Mr. Gomez. Did you check right away or first you were talking about the load?
I was already taking the load. It was paid $3,000 going to Pompano Beach. I said, send it. I said, send it. Let's go.
Oh my God. So look at this, how easy it is because he's the driver to jump in that money, talking about that load. Why did you even decide to check with a factoring? Come on, you could have just booked it and be so happy.
Because he was gonna text me the rate confirmation. He says, I'm gonna text it to you, and I emailed it to you. And they were like, hey, wait, let me check if you're approved by my factoring. And I checked, and it was a no-go. So I called them, and they said, no, he's too new. They're too new. I don't know what happened. He said that they were too new, but then I called them back, and he said that they were like 2 years old or something.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I mean, they're in the business, but did he try to sweet talk to you and say that he's gonna pay quick pay and all other stuff?
No.
Okay, so what did you learn from this? Did you like that ride? Oh my God, I'm getting that load. I'm gonna just show her I booked the load to Florida. But
No, you guys were talking, so I muted you.
no, I'm just saying, but what's first step you were supposed to do before getting excited about 3,000? Check right away. They're calling you. Don't waste your time because while you were talking, maybe somebody else is gonna call, right? So don't waste your time in the future. When they call you, start from MC. That's it, right?
Right.
Because look at you, you were so happy. I told them, oh, he's booking something, and then not booking. But it's better to realize now than to go pick up the load and then not getting paid, right?
Right.
Okay, so who is calling next?